know what's funny?
What's
Say
that?
what's funny. What year is this?
2025.
2025. It's 2025. Right now, I would say, would you say that we are in like the age of social media and podcasts? It's like everybody got a podcast
Most
show.
certainly.
Everybody got a podcast show. You know what's crazy? That we watch podcast shows, we watch all type of shows. Everybody have shows, and people still don't know how to speak into the doggone microphone. Put the mic. Can't nobody hear you down here. Let this be another message to everybody. When you go on these shows, can't nobody hear you in the microphones down here. Okay?
They always have them little fuzzy ones up here.
Well, listen, look here. And then when you put the fuzzy ones on, you make it worse because you don't understand that when you keep moving your shirt and your jewelry, that be the ruffling sound with the y'all. This is why we don't like interviewing people, man. Y'all just can't get right.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it right. I'm gonna put it right here.
Don't do that. That don't even sound right to say it like that. This segment is starting out amazing, but this is typically what happens when anytime I interview anybody. Angelo, I know you for a long time, brother. Tell these people who you are.
My name is Angelo Keys. I am the CEO of O3Zone Sauna Therapy Services, Dallas. I got my hands in a lot of things, but that's my.
But that's the main reason why we're here. We're here because of ozone. So, because I don't want to take up a lot of your time, because you look like you're already tired because you got a lot of stuff going on. It's just you're like an entrepreneur, man. It's just like, look here, this is what I'm talking about today. When I get done talking about this, I'm probably going to leave here and talk about something else. So check it. For the people who don't understand it, and I didn't understand it, and just let this be known, Tokyo 2021 year was the last time that I was competitively training for any Olympic Games, and I used it that entire year. And you had to explain to me what it is. So can you real briefly explain what is that? What is the ozone therapy that you are providing?
So just to kind of give the basics, ozone is the O3 molecule. Okay, it's a super oxygen molecule. So it's the same thing that protects the Earth's atmosphere. It does that with our bodies.
Okay.
So when the O3 molecule, when it gets in your body, it gets in your bloodstream, it immediately breaks down. That extra molecule attaches to toxins, destroys toxins, and you're left with an oxygen-rich system. So it's beneficial for healing, for fighting disease, all types of things.
Do you use it?
Yes, I do.
What do you use it for?
Regularly.
For what?
I use it mainly for maintenance.
Maintenance.
So everything I do with my clients, I do myself, and it keeps me going because I'm at a high pace. I train hard. I work with elite athletes, so I have to walk the walk. You know, they're not going to listen to somebody. They're not going to trust somebody that's looking like a slob, that's dragging around. You know, so I do what I recommend my clients do.
That's why people trust me. You know, because Rockstar Trainer. You know what I'm saying? I make sure that I always embellish that brand so that people will understand that, hey, look, the things that you're going to see from me and get from me are going to be a certain type of thing, which is like what this have. Because to me, this is rockstar type stuff. Tell me this, though. Since you've been doing this, what are some of the specific conditions or symptoms that you've seen probably some of the best response from with ozone therapy?
So when I first started.
And when did you first start?
2017.
Okay.
First started in 2017. I was introduced to it in 2016. A good friend of mine, former Army Green Beret, black belt Aikido instructor. He was introduced to ozone therapy when he moved back home to Nebraska at his wellness facility. So he had bad knees from jumping out of planes, and he did one session of ozone, and he was calling me up. He said, Angelo, we used to be workout partners. He said, Angelo, man, I did one session, and I can't believe how much better my knees felt. He said, you got to try this.
Okay.
Guys in Houston, you need to go down there and check him out. I called the guy up, talked to him, and just based on what I heard, I said, I want to do this. I want to help people doing this. So that's how I got started in it. So for me, my earliest clients were actually in treatment for cancer. They did their own research and they came and found me. So one of my very first clients, man, she's still a good friend of this day. She was preparing for a surgery. She came to see me the week before her surgery, and she did 4 sessions with me. Now, usually, if you're healthy, you can only do about 2-3 sessions at the most because ozone can have a reverse effect on you if you're using it too much. Okay,
That's good to know.
Now she has a chronic issue. She has cancer, so she could use it much more than that. So she came and did 4 sessions with me in a row, And I didn't know it at the time, but she had a rash or some kind of skin condition that they could not diagnose. They biopsied it, all this stuff, and couldn't tell her what it was and couldn't get rid of it. She had it for several years. 4 sessions with me, it was gone. 4 sessions.
And this is 4 sessions with the inside, like the ozone chamber, the thing that's in that room over there.
Correct. 20 minutes sauna therapy.
Okay, so imagine this then. I did my own research.
Okay.
Of course. That's what I do, people. Ozone therapy is known to improve oxygen utilization on the cellular level. Can you walk us through how that benefits athletes, chronic pain clients, or people with inflammation? Or does that machine do that?
Yes, in what I do, my wellness business, my main objective is to reduce inflammation in the body.
Okay.
Because that's at the root cause of so many things. Disease and pain, right? Inflammation, that's our goal. So ozone, it's anti-inflammatory, it detoxes, it boosts the immune system, kills all viruses and bacteria. Let me repeat that. It kills all viruses and bacteria.
Well, hold on though. Just because, you had to clear it up for some people. What it's doing to the body allows the body to kill the bacteria and viruses. Is that what's going on? Or is it the actual, because the way I'm interpreting it is the ozone is what helps your immune system. And of course, if you can help your immune system, that is what actually will help you fight off bacteria and viruses.
Right, it's going to boost the immune system. So ozone is what we call a bioresponse modifier. So as an example,
that's a big word right there.
Bioresponse modifier. I'll repeat that.
Well, I'm gonna have to spell it out, the little things on the little balls and bouncing them. Okay, but yeah, go ahead. Whatever that word was you said, it sounds important.
So it's a bioresponse modifier because and this is just a kind of an example. If you have an overactive immune system, it'll calm it down. If it's underactive, it'll ramp it up. So it's about homeostasis in the body, about balance. Just like nature, it's about balance in the body. So yes, ozone doesn't cure anything, but it allows your body to be in a state where it can cure or heal itself.
Yeah, kind of like orange juice don't actually cure the common cold. But if you drink enough orange juice and it helps your immune system, it will cure the common cold. That's kind of how I pick up on it.
Yeah.
Imagine this. There are multiple forms of ozone therapy, which is IV, insulin, sauna injections. How do you decide what method is most effective? And would you say that the machine is more effective than, say, like doing it I'll just use like an IV way?
It just depends. It depends on your circumstances. None is really better than the other. It's just your objectives. Okay. So as an example, kind of graphic. So I had a client, they could not get in the sauna. So I deal with paraplegics. I deal with other people. Like as an example, I had a lady that was diagnosed with colon cancer. Okay. She could not get in the sauna because she just had a port put in. All right.
Okay.
So what we did, what's called rectal insufflation. There's different types of insufflation that you can administer ozone. So there's ear insufflation.
Okay.
Anal insufflation or rectal.
We got background people.
Okay. Anal or rectal insufflation.
Okay.
And vaginal insufflation.
Okay.
Now, we did rectal on her because first of all, she's diagnosed with colon cancer, but you have the portal vein.
Keep going, I'm listening.
The portal vein is very absorbent and it goes to all the major organs. Okay. So we did 5 sessions of that with her. That's the only thing she could do. We did 5 sessions of rectal insufflation with her.
Okay.
And by the 5th session, her doctors were saying her blood work was back where it was prior to her diagnosis. That's after 5 sessions of what we did. And that's the only thing she did differently.
So you pretty much been getting, like, I would say, rave reviews from any and everybody that goes in there and gives it a chance.
Our reputation, precedes us. That's one thing I try to do. I've had phenomenal relationships with my client because, it's great having pro athletes. I've worked with Micah Parsons, Amari Cooper, other athletes. That's great. But the really satisfying cases are the ones like that where you're helping someone get better, right, and change their life that way, right? And it's for them, it's like it literally is life changing.
Yeah, it's kind of like how I tell people when it comes to me in training. You know, of course, I am one of the fastest men ever known in history. Quote that. And people ask me all the time, it's like, so why don't you focus more on just, speed training and training athletes? I trained athletes, trained football players, did the whole thing, NFL, the whole works. But I tell people there's something different when you can take somebody who hasn't ran in like 6 or 7 years because they wasn't able to run, and you give them that back versus somebody who's trying to get a faster 40.
Right.
It's a different feeling. So I think I understand what you're coming from when you're saying, yeah, it's cool. It works for Michael Parsons. It works for Ray Elvis. But, man, what I really want to do is see it when somebody who, like you said, the lady comes in and then they benefit from it.
Right.
So that. To me, that sounds like you're actually doing it. Like I tell people, you're doing it from a pure heart versus from a standpoint of trying to make sure that I got, this athlete, that person. So that's a good thing.
You and I, we're relational. We're not transactional.
I like the way you said that. Hopefully it turns into transactional money. Ding, ding. So let me ask you this, because this is probably what's on one of the questions that I know I have down, have written down, and a lot of people probably want to know. How safe is that actual ozone chamber? Like the therapy and the chamber, how safe is it?
It's very safe. As far as I know, there are no known deaths from ozone therapy.
That would be funny though. Like, how'd you die? I died from too much oxygen. Jesus, so I got here.
The medical use of it has been around for over 130 years. The Germans perfected that. It's common all over the world. It just seems to be that the U.S. has been one of the few places that tries to suppress it.
I wonder why. So let me ask you this. So would you classify this as more like of a homeopathic style treatment, or a quote unquote medical treatment?
We can't say anything about it being a medical treatment. I would classify it as homeo.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
I would classify it as homeo. So it's not recognized by the FDA or AMA. So in that sense, we stay in our lane.
Respect. I mean, let me ask you this question then, because I know you like to pair it with the Beamer.
Yes.
Is there something special about when you do the ozone therapy and then you combine it to the Beamer? And if so, can you first of all explain what the Beamer pad is, and then explain how it can benefit by coming out of an oxygen chamber and going right to the Beamer pad?
Okay, so the Beamer that you're referring to, it's a pulsed electromagnetic field. So
I got that, people. Say it again.
Pulsed electromagnetic field.
What he just said.
PEMF. That's
look it up. Do your research on it.
So there's a lot of PEMF devices out there, but I use Beamer because it has 5 world patents. It's recognized. NASA actually signed an agreement with them to put that technology in the astronaut spacesuits. So they got a lot of choices.
So the Beamer thing you got is associated with NASA?
Yes.
I like that type of stuff. Keep going.
So what we do is considered alternative, but it has science behind it. So I had read that some of the scientific data, medical doctors were combining Beamer with hyperbaric chamber.
Okay.
Well, ozone therapy can be more effective depending on the situations and quicker getting oxygen in the system. So as far as a hyperbaric chamber, you're in there for a minimum of an hour, right? On average. I can get you in here 20 minutes and you're oxygen rich, 20 minutes. You can do it as little as 10, as much as 30. 30 resets your immune system. So once we've been working with a client, we keep them at 20 minutes. As far as adding the Beamer, the basic thing that the Beamer does, that PEMF, it opens up your microcirculatory system, okay? That's your capillaries, the smallest in the body. So by doing that, and it increases your blood flow, the speed of your blood flow. I actually had a great video, maybe we can add that later, but it enhances the effectiveness of the ozone because you're able to absorb more of that ozone, okay? So I'm the first to figure out putting those two together since they already did it with hyperbaric chamber, and we've had phenomenal results on that.
Give me some of the strangest cases that you've dealt with so far with ozone and Beamer, or either one.
Fantastic. I mean, it's my very first one, big one with Beamer, good friend and business partner. His nephew was diagnosed with a very rare form of leukemia. Only two people in the country have been diagnosed with this leukemia.
Dang.
Okay.
Okay.
So when I first introduced him to the technology, and his nephew was 16 years old,
Okay.
bedridden. The doctors had written him off. Okay. His bones
Okay.
were brittle from getting all the steroid injections for pain and all that. Okay. He
Okay.
goes, do you think this would help with his bone density? His bones are brittle
I
from
mean,
all
at
the
that
steroids.
point, you might as well try anything. Like,
Right.
okay.
Right.
Okay.
So I said definitely, because by it increasing the circulation, it's going to help build back that bone density. Okay. So
I'm following. Okay.
he bought one immediately, sent it out there to his family. They started administering the device twice a day. And then with the attachments, he was doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So twice a day, every day.
Okay. Okay.
And so he had blood work done the week prior to receiving the Beamer. And then he used it for, I'm going to say a week, maybe a little bit more. And his mom was texting us, and she was ecstatic because they had already seen changes in his next blood sample. So it was already showing improvement. And then he just kept getting better from there.
That's amazing.
And that is the only thing, because remember I said the doctors had written him off.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I said that's amazing, because the doctors had already pretty much said, like, there's nothing we can do for you.
So within a matter of months, he was in remission. He's been living a normal life he was 16 then. That was probably back in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
So, he's a young man. I check on him. He's still healthy and in remission. So
That's actually a powerful story. Like, that's actually a real powerful story.
we have
Really, like,
we have quite a few of those, and but so those are the situations and examples of why I'm so passionate about all this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so now I'm just get down to the basic stuff then, okay, before we get out of here.
Okay.
The basic athlete, how does it help the basic athlete? Say we'll go with in season. I'm in season and I play football,
Mm-hmm.
or I play basketball or baseball. Well, no, let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go contact sports first.
Okay.
I'm in season and I do a contact sport, whether it's football, lacrosse, UFC, whatever. How can Ozone and Beamer help me while I'm in season?
So you're gonna be beat up, right? You're gonna be beat up. What Beamer will do is gonna enhance your healing and recovery.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the faster you can recover, the more you can train, the better you're gonna perform, right?
Mm-hmm.
So between Beamer helping with your circulation, I might as well explain that too. It evens out your brain waves. It grounds you.
Hold on, stop right there.
Okay.
Stop right there. Okay. Because you said something very powerful to me. There's a lot of dumb people in this world. Okay, a lot of dumb people. When you said brain waves, can it help some of these dummies? I'm just curious. I mean, is that what you mean? Because if not, I'll take it back. But I'm just curious because, like I keep saying, man, I know a lot of people, and some people are suffering from just stupidity. And if the orange thing can help that alone, I see more value in it than anything. I'm sorry, I went out track, y'all. I'm sorry. Never mind. I'm back. But you were saying, can it though?
Yeah, I mean, okay.
Ooh, Lord,
So
we got a stupid
it
platform.
can't do anything but benefit because it's going to increase the blood flow to the brain, right?
I guess when you're already stupid, anything can help.
We are walking antennas, right? We take in all this negative energy every single day, the lighting, cell phones, power lines, you name it. And usually we don't dissipate it like we should because we got on rubber sole shoes, right? So that is also a grounding device, evens the brain, calms the brain. You're able to dissipate all that negative energy, increases the blood flow. So all of these things are extremely important for performance, right?
I'm gonna cut you off, but I'm gonna get back to it.
Okay.
You know what that just sounded like to me is extremely needed because I used to travel a lot, like from here to Europe, back and forth. It sounds like more than anything, if you have just got off an airplane, especially from a long flight, and if you cross some time zones, that would probably be the best thing you should do as soon as you land because it regrounds you back and brings everything. Because humans aren't supposed to fly, people. We're not supposed to fly, okay? All right? I know everybody likes to travel. They like to go in airplanes, but the human body's never supposed to be up that high. We're not supposed to be at that altitude. We lose a liter of water every hour we're in the air, you lose connection with the earth. It's a lot. So just look into that.
Right.
So basically, that could be very beneficial to somebody who travels, especially back and forth across time zones.
It's extremely beneficial. Matter of fact, there are ones that you can take. It's called the B-Sit, right?
Mhm.
And it's basically the size of a chair pad,
Okay.
right? So you could take that and sit on it and use it throughout the flight if you're on long flights. I have a friend, unnamed. He's in very high level covert operations, flies across the world all the time.
Mhm.
And he was planning on purchasing about 6 or so of those from me for their flights, their team. So you're on point. I was just having this conversation with my massage therapist too, because she was talking about, she works with a lot of UFC fighters, Olympic athletes, and she's like, that travel, that flight, when they have to fly back and forth across country, they're always off. Their bodies are always off when they get off a plane, and it affects their performance.
Yeah, this is 100% correct. Okay, next question then. I'm a housewife. Not me. I'm just saying. I'm just playing the question game, okay? I'm a housewife.
Okay.
I got 3 kids.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? 3 of them.
Yep.
One's 2, one's 3, and one's 5.
Okay.
Okay? I don't have a job at all. My husband does all the everything.
Okay.
How can either one of those benefit me?
Well, if you're a housewife dealing with all that, you with the kids every day, all day, that's going to calm you down.
Okay.
That's going to relax you.
And by that, what are you referring to?
Now, you've heard first.
They can't see over there. So what is that?
You've heard firsthand when people come in here, they sit down on that device.
What device? What are you talking about?
The beamer.
Oh, the beamer. Okay. The beamer.
They get sleepy. They get relaxed. It's because they relax right away, right? They relax. It calms them. That signal, that energy, right? We're energy beings. We're electrical beings. So signals and frequency. That's what we're all about. That's the essence of our lives.
I'm overweight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doctor said that I'm obese. I can see that I'm obese. I need to get this under control. How does either one of these help me?
Well, again, first of all, you're getting rid of inflammation. A lot of weight can be traced back to inflammation in the body. That's an ongoing battle. There's a lot of things you can do for that, but that's one of the things that these 2 devices will do. Both of those are anti-inflammatory. Again, increasing the circulation. That's going to enhance getting nutrients to the heart, lungs, other organs, removing waste. Again, your body's functioning much more efficiently, much more effectively. And then as far as the sauna, right, you're sweating out. It burns conservatively anywhere from 300 to 600 calories. Okay, so if that's just an easy way to do it, right? It's relaxing, it's warm. So as a housewife, it's going to de-stress, because that's another thing. Both of these things are going to attack stress, which creates cortisol in the body, and that's usually at the root of weight gain.
Okay. Non-contact sport. I play a non-contact sport.
Okay.
Karate, track and field, tennis, golf. How's it going to help me?
Same answer, right? You're going to perform at a much higher level. Matter of fact, on the beamer, okay, they even have a challenge. Say you did 30 pull-ups.
Okay.
Do your 30 pull-ups,
Okay.
get on the beamer, which is 8 minutes. Get off that beamer, you should be able to shatter that wall that you couldn't break through. And I would get that response from, like, especially my fighters, my UFC fighters. They do their road work, they know where their walls are, right? And they would always tell me that they've been able to shatter that wall once they've been doing this with me.
Now, is that ozone and beamer?
That's
or just
ozone and beamer.
Okay, ozone and beamer. Okay.
Yep.
I got 2 more people for you, because I think we hitting a lot of the people that were possibly using.
Because remember, circulation and then increasing oxygen.
Okay, we hit you with this one then. I'm super rich. Okay. Stinking rich. All right. Just came home.
Yeah.
High rise.
Yeah.
Now, see a bunch of Chanel bags, see a bunch of Louis bags, a bunch of Gucci bags. And then I look at the bank account and I see that there's a lot of transactions that I didn't authorize. Okay. Now I got 2 options. 1, kick her out, or 2, kick her out. How does this help the situation so I don't kick out? There's some people that be stressed like that. You think I'm playing? I'm just asking. Like, there's some people that come home and they be like, I'm gonna kick ass out.
You're gonna take this. The way it's gonna help you is you're gonna take.
Why you gonna say it with me though? Like it was my situation, like it was my story though. You just gonna put me on
because you drew me in. I just thought it was your story. I thought it was your story.
It's supposed to be the friend, you know. It's supposed to be like, so I got a friend. You know, how you just gonna?
Well, your friend, what it's gonna do is give him 30 minutes to calm down. Right? Okay, he's gonna feel so good afterward. All that stress and that angst is gonna go away.
See, so here's what I want to ask him.
You can't come out of there feeling that.
Don't get on that shit then. If that be the case, because you're going to keep going home and you're going to keep allowing her to spend all the money, you're going to get on the chair and the chair going to relax you. You're going to go back home and then she's going to be like, hey, honey, why don't you go sit in the chair again? You're going to be like, you know what, I will go sit in the chair again. And then what's going to really happen is she's going to buy one of these damn things and then she's going to put it in a chair at the house and going to cover it up. And every time you get mad, she's going to be like, honey, just sit right here. And you're going to wake up and be like, what was I even mad about? I'm so calm now. And then you're going to look at the bank account and be like, and every time you look at it, she's going to calm you down with the beamer. Is that about how that thing could actually work, though?
Yeah, because you can put it under the sheets, too.
See what I'm saying? I knew it. See, I knew it. Angelo, if you are a distributor of any kind, you're probably going to sell out from women now. Out of everybody that we just talked about, out of everybody that can benefit from it, you telling them women that they can lay that man down and he can go to sleep and they can get the card and keep it running, he going to be calm?
You know what's even better?
That's who's gonna buy this.
If you're getting your feet rubbed while you're on that, that's even better.
See, now you know what you're having. Now the whole American Express bill. Hey, Angelo, it's been a pleasure, brother.
Yep.
It sounds like you really do have some extreme technology that you paired together. All jokes aside,
we just scratched the surface.
I could definitely see and understand the benefits of both of them together. Mm-hmm. Only from, of course, me being convinced when I was using it and then, getting out of it, then going to practice and was like, oh my God, like I'm really not tired. That was how I got addicted to it. I got addicted to it because I was doing it and then I was going to track practice. I was doing the combination and going to practice and I'm like, I'm not tired. And then for a track athlete, that's a drug now. That's an addiction. He'll tell you. I was there every week. I didn't miss a session, and I was driving almost an hour to get there. Would not miss a single one. So
don't forget, it prevents lactic acid buildup too.
Now, see, that was the cheat code part because I'd go out there and I'd be like, let me test this theory. I go hit 4 150s fast, tear my whole body up. Angelo, I'm coming back to see if it works. He'll do that right there. That's what he would do. He would just laugh, and I'd get in, I'd get out, and I'd be shaking. I'd be like, shit.
I remember the first time you jumped, you was on the beam, and then you jumped up. Yeah. You was having some hip problem.
Yeah. My I got scoliosis.
Okay.
So, So that really helped me out a whole lot when I was laying on that, which is why now that that you're here. That's what I do now. Like I come in, I lay down, 10, 15 minutes, especially if I feel like it's flaring up.
Right.
I lay down 10, 15 minutes, go on about my business.
That's it.
That's all we got for y'all. People, Angelo, you want to tell the people everywhere that you can be found at. So whoever watches this video, sees this video, they know where they can find you at and get more information on what you're doing.
Okay. On social media, we are O3Zone Dallas. Make sure you look for our emblem. It's that 3 molecule, right?
Okay.
O3Zone, and it's in red, white, and blue. If you see one that just says O, that's not me, right? We are O3Zone Dallas on Instagram, Facebook. Our website is o3zonedallas.com.
Okay, well, there you have it. That's women. That's everywhere you can find Angelo at to make sure that we keep running the damn credit card bill up or y'all keep running it up. Angelo, I just don't think that that's fair for you to tell them people that, but okay, oh well. I bet you I ain't getting on it no more. I'll make sure my damn own business get ran up.